Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're exploring a city whose architecture is as complex and diverse as its residents, a place where history meets innovation and where every neighborhood tells a story. Yes, you guessed it, we're talking about New York City. The first thing you notice when you visit New York City is its scale. But did you know there's a simple reason behind this gigantic metropolis? The answer lies in a map, the Commissioner's Plan of 1811. It established the iconic grid pattern covering most of Manhattan, setting the stage for the city's unprecedented growth. This plan divided Manhattan into a grid of blocks and avenues, facilitating expansion and urban planning while encouraging maximum exposure to sunlight. No wonder New York grew exponentially, but New York wasn't just built by planners, it was also shaped by those who lived here. Each generation added its own flavor to the city's architectural potpourri. So let's dive into the city's history through its buildings, shall we? In the 1600s, New Amsterdam, later to become New York, had a population of just several thousand people. The Dutch West India Company constructed sturdy yet modest homes for settlers, predominantly made from brick due to an abundance of skilled bricklayers among the settlers. But these early structures were more focused on practicality than aesthetics. Just think about it. Back then, New Amsterdam was more concerned with surviving winters than hosting fancy dinner parties. During the 18th century, things began to change. As the British took control, Georgian architecture started influencing New York's cityscape. Buildings now reflected symmetry, proportion, and classical elements. It was a subtle shift, but an important one. The streets were gradually widened and grander homes started appearing. By the 1800s, New York had officially entered the big leagues. Immigration was on the rise, pushing the city's population to over 1 million by 1860. With such rapid growth, housing demand skyrocketed, leading to the famous brownstone. Brownstones were not just a response to demand, but also a reflection of the Industrial Revolution. They combined the need for speed with a desire for elegance. Plus, their uniform appearance created a sense of community and shared identity. As we move into the late 1800s, New York's architecture took a monumental leap. Remember those iron buildings we mentioned earlier? Well, they found their home in Soho, an area that was once a hub for manufacturing. Cast iron construction allowed for larger windows and open interiors, perfect for showcasing goods. And then came the game changer, steel. Steel frames enabled architects to build taller and grander structures without the limitations of previous building methods. In 1902, the Flatiron Building stole the spotlight. At 22 stories high, it was the tallest structure in New York. Designed by architect Jing Lee, it marked a significant departure from the city's previous aesthetics. In 1904, Daniel Burnham finished the plan for the City Beautiful movement, a series of parks and monumental buildings intended to improve Chicago's aesthetics. Several of his proposals were adopted, including the plan for Grant Park and the location of the Art Institute of Chicago. He was also the lead architect of the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, a showcase of American progress and technological achievement. This event had a lasting impact on Chicago's architecture, establishing it as a prominent player on the national stage. Over the years, New York's skyline kept getting more populated, but the quality varied. Then came the period known as Art Deco, a movement that changed the city forever. Skyscrapers like the Chrysler and the Empire State Building didn't just pierce the sky, they became symbols of New York itself. The Chrysler Building, completed in 1930, epitomized the glamour and sophistication of the Jazz Age. Its sleek lines, stainless steel finish, and intricate details on every level captivated the public imagination. Meanwhile, the Empire State Building, which topped off in 1931, represented the pinnacle of American ambition and engineering prowess. Its observation deck provided breathtaking panoramic views, becoming a must-visit destination for tourists and a popular spot for starstruck lovers. After World War II, New York's skyline underwent a dramatic transformation. Architects embraced new materials and technologies, leading to a wave of modern skyscrapers. Notable examples include the Seagram Building and the Lever House. The Seagram Building exemplified the possibilities of glass curtain walls and bronze. Its sophisticated facade and setbacks echoing the setbacks of older buildings, created a sense of balance and harmony with its surroundings. The Lever House showcased the use of glass curtain walls in an all-aluminum frame, offering an uninterrupted view of the bustling Park Avenue. Throughout the 1950s and 60s, New York continued to evolve with brutalist architecture gaining prominence. Think of the Barbican Estate in London or the Boston City Hall. The philosophy behind Brutalism was a celebration of raw materials and honest construction. In the 1960s, New York faced a crucial turning point regarding its architectural heritage. As older buildings were demolished to make way for modern structures, a groundswell of opposition arose. The demolition of the Pennsylvania Station in 1963 proved to be the watershed moment. This Grand Beaux-Arts train station, with its magnificent architecture, was replaced with a new sports arena. The public outcry over this loss galvanized preservation efforts, leading to the establishment of the Landmarks Preservation Commission in 1965. This landmark legislation helped save countless historic buildings and set the stage for revitalization efforts across the city. New York's architecture in the latter half of the 20th century saw a diverse range of styles. The postmodern era brought iconic buildings like Philip Johnson's AT&T building and Michael Graves' PBS building. These structures broke away from the austerity of brutalist design, incorporating playful elements, bold colors, and a reinterpretation of historical styles. Later, deconstructivism emerged with buildings like Frank Gehry's 89th Street and Frank Owen's Dancing House. These buildings experimented with fragmented forms, irregular shapes, and unconventional materials, challenging traditional notions of architectural order and stability. Today, New York's skyline is defined by super tall skyscrapers like the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. These structures symbolize the city's resilience, economic strength, and technological advancement. Sustainability has also come into focus with buildings like the Bank of America Tower, incorporating green features such as a tapered design to reduce wind loads and a double-skin facade for natural ventilation. So from those first brick houses in the early 1700s to the glass giants of today, New York's architecture reflects the city's journey through time. It's a visual timeline of evolution, immigration, and innovation. Now, if you're in New York or any other city looking for something special to do, we've got a solution. Check out the link below to learn about the hidden architectural gems near you. These are places waiting to tell their stories, and you can be the one to hear them. Don't wait. Go discover these architectural secrets. Who knows? You might find inspiration that sparks your creativity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through New York's captivating architecture. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting adventures in design and architecture. And if you've got a city you'd like us to cover next, drop a comment below. Until next time, happy exploring.